And welcome back to another podcast with Mr. Hagan. On this podcast, we are going to look at yet another example of the shifting of the production possibilities curve. So, in this podcast, we're going to look at this being the production possibilities curve for the country of Brazil. So, this is the production possibilities curve for Brazil, and we're going to assume that the two goods that they could produce would be some good X on the horizontal axis and some good Y on the vertical axis, and these are the various combinations of X and Y that Brazil is able to produce. And now we're going to have some real-world event that changes. So let's say my real-world event is going to be, let's say my real-world event is the discovery of new, let's say, oil deposits off the coast of Brazil. The discovery of new oil deposits off the coast of Brazil. So the question always is, we get a real-world event, and we want to know what assumption is going to connect with that real-world event. What resource, land, labor, capital, entrepreneurial skills, or a change in technology, which one of those? So here was the production possibilities curve. Production possibilities curve 1 for Brazil prior to the discovery of the oil deposits. So what's going to happen after the discovery of the oil deposits? So we're going to say, I'm going to say that my assumption that will change would be a change in resource land. So it would be a change in resources. That's the general category, resource. And the specific resource that changed would be land, because these oil deposits are part of the natural environment that are now available to us that weren't available in the past. So what's going to happen in the production possibilities curve as a result? Well, if there's more land, if there are more resources available to produce goods and services, then the country of Brazil will be able to increase its production of goods X and Y to some production possibilities curve PPC2. So the production possibilities curve is shifting out to the right. And with a rightward shift in the production possibilities curve, that means that output in Brazil is going to increase. Now, all the examples that I have given you have been the production possibilities curve shifting out to the right. Okay, and that's economic growth. And by the way, let's add, we just discovered another source of economic growth, and that is the discovery of new land, of new natural resources. So discovering natural resources can cause more land, can cause economic growth, would cause your resource base to increase and shift your production possibilities curve out to the right. But there are examples where the production possibilities curve can shift into the left, and I will do another podcast where we will do an example of that, but I just want you to see that that's true. So in this example, we have a discovery of oil deposits. That's a change in resource land, shifts the curve to the right, and it's an increase in output for the country of Brazil. Thanks for joining me for this podcast, and we'll see you on another Econ podcast. Thanks for joining me. This has been Mr. Hagan. See you on the next podcast.